cop comes to the window and he's like, "What kind of car is this?" I'm like, "Ah." Right before I worked for Lamborghini Miami, I got the opportunity, my first job, go figure, the collection down in Miami. They have Porsche, Audi, Maserati, Ferrari, Jaguar. At that time, they had Lotus as well, McLaren. Got to drive a couple cars there, Ferrari F40s, F50s. Got to drive an Enzo, my first Enzo, drove it there. We had a customer that he was very picky with his cars. Didn't want any pictures taken about the car, let alone if the car is sitting on the service drive. Nothing wrong with the car. The car just came for just normal maintenance. But people were just hovering all over the car, taking pictures, taking videos. Nobody wanted to get in the car to move it out of the way. The only two people that we had authorized to move those cars, they were out either on vacation or training. The other one was out for something happened that he had to leave for that day. So I just jumped in the car. I've seen plenty of YouTube videos on the car. Jumped in the car, turned it on, drove it out. The guy came back later with his F50. I believe that he drove it all the way from Manhattan to Miami. He was doing some rally in Italy, shipped it back to the US from wherever he picked it up. Then he drove it all the way down to Miami. So he was there. The car was just disgusting, all dirty and stuff, but it was just there for an oil change. Same thing happened. Jumped in the car, took it. The Alfa Romeo 8C, got to drive a couple of those as well. Till today, it's probably one of my top 10 cars. So I was on a red McLaren 650. I had one of my very good friends, Devin, behind me on a black Aston Martin DB9. We were gonna go drop off the 650 and he was gonna pick me up and bring me back to the store. We were setting readiness on the DB9, I believe, so the car had to be driven anyway. Somebody calls in to the store and says that they saw a red and a black car racing down the highway, but they were going well over 100 miles an hour. And I'm like, that's fantastic. You know how it wasn't me? Because I was going the opposite way. I wasn't going north, I was going south. So I don't know who you saw, but anyway, I got yelled at. I think I was told that I wasn't gonna drive cars anymore. I had then occasionally inevitable, I had to start driving the cars again. So they gave me like a little tracker so they can track where I was and how fast I was going at all times. I'm like, it wasn't me, but sure, I'll take it. That's fine. I was driving an Aston Martin Vantage. I was just backing into a spot. Kid you not. There was no pole there. There was no pole when I'm backing into a spot. It just came out of nowhere. And I hear the little crunch from the pole. And I just keep backing up and backing up and back. You know what? No, that reminds me. So back up a little bit. So I had this Q7 with like a wider body kit, and it was factory. It was factory oval exhaust. On the service drive, we have some really, really big and really thick columns. I'm turning left. I did not measure how long the car was. I literally, and I mean literally, ripped off the rear passenger door of the car. And same thing that happened with the Aston Martin. I heard the crunch and I just kept going. Like, no, that's not me. Didn't even bother looking. I just kept going. Then I just feel the car just do the boom. I'm like, oh, my life is done. My life is over. And I see the car and quarter panel. The whole thing was shredded. The door was literally almost falling off the car. It was horrible. It was horrible. Didn't get in trouble with that one. It was more like a don't do it again, be careful kind of thing. With the Aston Martin, I had to pay half of the fix. It was like $900 that I had to pay. Payroll deduct, yes. So you can imagine I was eating off of ramen noodles for like the next 5 months out of that. But it's an experience. It's an experience. You got to go through those things. But as far as actually being out driving the car, knock on wood, I have never crashed a car. Never. Minding my own business on a Ferrari 355 convertible, and all I hear is dun 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 dun. Boof, the top just opened out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh my God, Jesus, take the wheel. Like, I didn't know what to do. People are looking at me. I'm like, oh my God. I tried and grabbed the roof like halfway down. I'm like, yep, this is not gonna work. I had to pull to the side. I think that was one of the craziest things that I had happened. Also, there's a little back road from the Lamborghini store where I used to work at. So there's a lot of turns, ups and downs. It's fantastic. Love it. You don't need to go flying down that street. You will have to have issues if you attempt to do something like that. But you can do, it's fun enough. It doesn't matter what speed you're going. You feel like you're driving a race car. So I remember one day I was driving a matte black with black and orange interior Lamborghini Aventador. Kid you not, I am not racing. I'm not speeding whatsoever. I'm just minding my own little business. The car is wide enough. I want a Canyon style road. I do not want to do anything stupid. I'm just minding my own business. A cop pulls me over. I'm like, fantastic. What's gonna happen? It's not my car. I'm working. I don't know what to do. My boss is gonna kill me. What's gonna happen? Cop comes to the window and he's like, what kind of car is this? I'm like, great. It's a Lamborghini Aventador. And he's like, wow, my son will go crazy if he saw this car. Do you mind if I take a picture of it? I'm like, sure, yeah, why not? Go ahead and take a picture. You already pulled me over, might as well. And that was it. The cop just wanted to know what kind of car it was, and he wanted a picture for his son. Got a chance to drive a Koenigsegg CCXR as well, a black and red one. I was very blessed, with my 9 years in the industry. Got to work a release event for the LaFerrari as well. Not to mention the Pagani one for the Huayra. Got to do the Huracan, the Lamborghini Huracan event. Like I said, just extremely blessed to be able to, just be around those cars. Being 18, 19 years old and being around those cars, you're living the life. You're living the dream at that point. So I've always been obsessed with cars, and that shows that if you commit to it, man, you don't need to be making millions and millions and millions of dollars. I mean, that just being blessed enough to just be around what you love, it's really not work. At that point, you just jump straight out of bed and it's like, gee, I wonder what car I'm going to drive today.